guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a video on one of the most frequently asked questions I get. So this video is going to be all about how to stop binge eating and mindlessly eating. So for those of you that don't know, I did do a bikini competition at the end of last year, and so at the beginning of last year I was quite a fair bit heavier than I am right now. I was about 75 kilos then. I went through a big weight loss journey. At the beginning of last year I was kind of in a place where I was just eating everything in the world. I mentioned this in my last video, but pretty much I would just like eat for, not because I was hungry. Sometimes I was hungry when I started eating, but then I would just eat and eat and eat to the point where like I definitely wasn't hungry anymore. I was just eating for the sake of it. Yeah, just eating really large amounts of food that I probably didn't need. I just want to go through a few, I guess, like tips, I think, in my opinion, of what stopped me doing that. Again, obviously this is just what worked for me and what in my opinion is, you know, some good tips, but obviously everybody's different. So the first one is ditching the diet. There's like a million fad diets around that, you know, everyone wants to do and thinks that it will be the easy way to lose weight, but honestly I used to do that and I was just like yo-yo dieting. Like I'd put on weight and then lose it and put it on, lose it, put it on, lose it, and it was just like tiring and annoying and exhausting, and just every time it would happen it would just ruin my relationship with food even more. So I think the best thing is just being in a calorie deficit, and like the next thing would be flexible dieting. So you're still allowing yourself to have things, you're not, you know, restricting yourself to the point of like you just want to literally eat everything in sight. You don't want to be obsessing over food in day-to-day life, and I think that flexible dieting really has helped me with that. So yeah, that would be one of my biggest tips, is like ditch the fad diet, try flexible dieting, try something where you can incorporate your favorite things into your days. It definitely makes all the difference in the world. So the next one is staying hydrated. So you may not think that this is important, but I've noticed on the days that I don't drink enough water, you're so much hungrier. Like, I'm not joking. Drinking water makes you feel, I don't know the science behind, you know, what it's got to do with food and everything. I know for me it makes me feel, one, I just feel better, like I feel less gross, and also it just makes you feel full. I know if I have like a big glass of water before I eat, I will not eat anywhere near as much because it does fill up your stomach that little bit. The next thing, which is a really big thing I think, is cleaning out the kitchen. Like not having all those tempting foods that you would eat like large volumes of in the house, because I noticed with me anyway, like if I got into one of those spirals where I was just eating, I would like just eat anything in the house, like anything and everything. So I think not having those in your house to start with is ideal. I know right now it is hard to do, but shopping day to day really helps as well, because then you can just buy the things that you want for the day. I know that obviously that's not you know, everyone can't do that, and you can't do that right now, especially with everything that's going on in the world, but I have found that that really helps me too. And just like never having large volumes of anything in the house, I think is a really good tip. Kind of like along with the water tip, increasing your protein intake is a really big one in my opinion. It will make you feel fuller. I would try, honestly, with every meal you have, or almost every meal, try to include a lot of protein in there, and I promise you will start to notice the difference, not only like in feeling full but just in so many areas. But yeah, I think a big thing about binging is not being like starving. That's really important. I also, for me, I do fast, so I don't really eat breakfast, but I've heard a lot of people say that eating breakfast and eating often actually really helps. A big one for me is planning meals and tracking your meals. So if you don't have much knowledge on you know, tracking and fitness and all that kind of stuff, definitely get like MyFitnessPal or something. I just use the free version. You can pay for it if you want, but definitely having an idea of what you should be eating, so you're not just like trying to figure out as you go. I think really, well, what works for me, it might seem daunting at first, but once you get used to it, it's super easy, and that's planning your meals at the start of the day. So everything you're going to eat, enter it into MyFitnessPal, know what you're going to have, when you're going to have it, and it makes your life so much easier. You don't have to think about it, you don't have to make quick decisions and possibly lead yourself to making a bad decision. It allows you to know, it goes along with flexible dieting, but it allows you to kind of, you know what you can have, and when you do have those things like your favorite foods that you incorporate into your day, don't feel guilty for having them. Like you don't at all, because you know that it fits your macros, you're in a caloric deficit, you're good to go. So that is short and sweet, but I think that if you honestly take each one of those tips and try to incorporate them into your everyday life, you will start to see a difference. If you want to talk to anybody about anything, feel free to just shoot me a message. I'm not an expert or anything, but I can give you some advice maybe based on my own experience. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below and let me know if you have any thoughts about anything. And don't forget to subscribe so you guys never miss an upload. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!